Blessed Friday evening to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope everybody is doing okay. Hope you're all enjoying this beautiful Friday. All right, so you already know what time of the day it is. It's time for us to talk West Indies Championship. And I must say, things are looking very, very interesting in the games. Yes, we saw some centuries today, saw some wickets. Very, very interesting things. So we're going to go straight into it, my viewers and subscribers. All right, let's start with combined campuses and colleges versus West Indies Academy. And in that one, at Stumps, we have combined campuses and colleges leading the West Indies Academy by 201 runs. They have 6 wickets remaining. Yes, 201 runs. All right, let's just pick things up. Let's just pick things up at the West Indies Academy first innings batting, right? So they scored 316 off 79.2 overs. We spoke about Teddy Bishop last night getting 99, right? 99. He was supported by Joseph, who got 65 off 116. The wicket takers for CCC, Shemar Holder ended up with 4 for 81 from his 18.2 overs. Yes, 4 for 81. We also saw Romario Greaves getting 2 for 69. Jaden getting 2 for 38. Akeem, that's Jordan, getting 1 for 59. So those were the main wicket takers in that innings there. All right, so taking a look at combined campuses and colleges right now. Batting a second time, they are 279 for 4. 279 for 4. And Jeremiah, the captain, finally getting his long-awaited century. Yes, 107 off 131 balls, 11 fours and 3 sixes. Congratulations to Jeremiah for on that century. Evelyn, he scored 47 off 110. Powell got 35 from 51. Paris 56 from 89. And currently, we have Corbin and Daniel Williams at the wicket. They are on 5 and 3 respectively. So, combined campuses and colleges, 279 for 4. 201 runs ahead with 6 wickets remaining. Now, in terms of the bowling for West Indies Academy in the second innings, so far, Kelvin Pittman 2 for 63 from his 16 overs. Jediah Blades 2 for 49 from 16 overs. So that is how it's looking, my viewers and subscribers. Yeah, this game, very, very interesting. So once again, West Indies Academy in their first innings getting that 316. Combined campuses and colleges, they got 238 in their first innings. Batting second time, 279 for 4, which gives them a lead of 201 with 6 wickets remaining. All right, so moving on to the next game. This eye is a bit watery, people. I'm not crying because of what's happening between Jamaica Scorpions and Trinidad, right? There's a lot of pollen outside, so a little bit of allergies. But we're going to make it through the video anyways. All right, Leeward Islands Hurricanes versus Guyana Harpy Eagles. And I must say, Guyana Harpy Eagles, after a poor start to the game, poor first innings with the bat, they have really turned things around and they are looking pretty right now. Let's just take a look at, so I told you last night, Guyana Harpy Eagles 193 all out in their first innings. Leeward Islands, they got 335 all out. We spoke about, Casey Carty getting 92. We also saw Jamar Hamilton getting 80, right? And Mikel Louis at the top, 73. The wicket takers for Guyana Harpy Eagles in that first innings, Niall Smith with 3 for 62. Kemo Paul 2 for 61. But the pick of the bowlers was Ali Mohammed. He got 5 for 91 from his 19.3 overs. Now, Guyana Harpy Eagles batting a second time, 381 for 4. Yes, 381 for 4. So they are leading by 239 runs with 6 wickets in hand. Looking very good. Couple of Centurions coming out of this innings so far. Kelvin Anderson, 101 of 246 balls. 10 fours. Very, very good to see him getting a century. You know, he's a player. If you are a regular viewer of this channel, you will know that I rate him really. I rate him highly. So happy to see him getting a century. Tevin Imlach, the captain, 103 of 215. 1 4 and 2 sixes. You can imagine how he had to rotate the strike. You hear that? 101 runs, and in that he had 1 4 and 2 sixes based on what is here. So a lot of strike rotation there for Tevin Imlach. You know, it was only a matter of time before Tevin Imlach get going. You know, so good to see him. Kemal Savory, 22 from 49. Kevin Sinclair is still there. He's 31 from off 84. So he will resume with Tevin Imlach. Imlach, as I said, 103. Now, the wicket takers so far for the Leeward Islands team in the second innings, the wickets have been shared. Spencer, 1 for 49. Rakeem Carnell, 1 for 94. Hayden Walsh Jr., 1 for 84. So that's how it's looking. Matthew Nandu, he was run out for 66 of 167 balls by Hayden Walsh Jr. We know how he is in the field. Perez at the top scored 49 from 73. So that is how things are actually going in that game. So, you know, shout out to Guyana Harpy Eagles batsmen for coming back this strong in the second innings. Shout out to Leeward Islands for what they did in their first innings, bowling them out for 193 and then scoring 335. So Leeward Islands, they're going to have to put down some serious batting in their second innings. So that is how it's going. All right, let's take a look at the Windward Islands Volcanoes versus Barbados Pride. And in this game, Barbados Pride, they require 161 runs to win, and they have 7 wickets remaining. 161 runs to get with 7 wickets in hand. Very, very interesting, my people. Let's pick things up with Windward Islands Volcanoes batting in the second innings. They scored 316 in their first innings. Just to remind you, in case you didn't catch the video last night or this morning, Windward Islands in their first innings, they got 186. Barbados got 198, right? So Windward Islands batting a second time, 316 for off 89.1 overs. Hodge, oh boy, tough way to get out. Hodge run out for 99. Hodge run out for 99, my viewers and subscribers, based on what I am seeing here. I mean, on the CWI Facebook page, I'm almost certain I see where they have him up as scoring a century. But, you know, they have it on the scorecard here as him getting run out. So, if that's the case, very, very tough. I just pulling it up here, my viewers and subscribers. So, you know, very tough there on Hodge. Let me see. Tevin, yeah, they don't have it up. So, Hodge run out for 99, my people. 99 off 212 balls, 9 fours. You know, Ford was the man that got rid of him. Also, and, you know, getting some runs, Alec Arthur is 78 of 71, a quick fire half century there. 14 fours and 1 6. Shadrick Discarte, 50 from 87, 3 fours and 1 6. So those were the main contributors in that innings there. We also saw Leo, the wicketkeeper, getting 20 from 47. Now, bowling for Barbados Pride, Raymond Simmons, 4 for 47 from his 15 overs. Jair McAllister, 2 for 35. We saw Jamal Warrican getting 1 for 41. Drake's 1 for 74. And Matthew Ford, 1 for 38. So that's how it's looking there. Now, Barbados Pride batting a second time. As I said earlier, they require 161 runs to win with 7 wickets in hand. They finished the day on 144 for 3. Craig Brathwaite, the captain, failing once again. So another innings there for Craig Brathwaite with a single-digit score. 2 from 5, right? Shane Mosley, 66 not out. He's still looking to take them across the line. 66 off 138. Jonathan Drake's got 35. Kevin Wickham was dismissed for 4. Kyle Mayers is still there on 34 with 5 fours in that knock so far. Bowling in this game, in this second innings, Ryan John 1 for 20, Geston 1 for 15, Kenneth Dember 1 for 41 from 12. So that's how it's looking in this game so far. So very, very interesting. You know, we could have a result tomorrow. So, well, obviously we're going to get a result tomorrow. Whether it is, you know, whether they get ball out, whether they score the runs or whatever, you know, or they bat for a draw, which is unlikely. All right, so that is how it's going. As I am recording this, Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, they are taking on the Jamaica Scorpions, and as I am recording, this game is still ongoing. Right, Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, they require 290 runs to win, and they have 6 wickets in hand. 290 runs with 6 wickets in hand. Just to remind you, Scorpions scored 372 in that first innings. Trinidad and Tobago 171 in their first innings. Let me just pick it up with the Scorpions' second innings, seeing that we already covered. We already covered those couple of innings. Well, the first innings yesterday. All right, so let's pick it up with the Jamaica Scorpions' second innings batting. They scored 187 or 57.2. So Trinidad and Tobago Red Force doing pretty well to bowl them out for under 200. But remember, they had a very good lead. So, you know, as a result of that, Red Force had to, they have to chase over 300. So in that 187, Brandon King finally coming to the party. 89 off 142 balls, 11 fours and 1 6. Right, he was supported by Abjay Mansingh, who made 27 not out. Aldane Thomas, the wicketkeeper batsman, he got 22 from 34. Javel Glenn, the centurion from the first innings, 22 from 79. Once again, John Campbell failing to do much. He scored 1. Kirk McKenzie 4. I don't know what's going on there, but you know, they definitely need to step it up. Jermaine Blackwood also failing to contribute. He didn't score. He faced 5 balls before he was removed. Right, Odin Smith also was removed without scoring. Now, the wicket takers for Trinidad and Tobago Red Force in that second innings, Joshua James ending with 1 for 22 from 10. Shannon Gabriel 2 for 28 from 8. Carey Pierre 3 for 43 from 19. And Brian Charles, he was the man that did most of the damage, 4 for 82 from 15.2 overs. Now, Trinidad and Tobago Red Force batting a second time. As I am recording this, they are 100 for 4. 100 for 4, right? Let's take a look at what's happening. Cooper has already been dismissed, 24 from 50. Pooran 4. Amir Jangu 18, also dismissed. Jason Mohammed, the veteran, is still there, 19 from 33. Joshua De Silva was removed for 16. Carey Pierre is there on 4. So not a lot of batting to come. You know, Yannick Correa, as we know, can bat. Terence Hines also can bat. You understand? And Jason Mohammed, as I said, veteran, he's still there. So they require 289 runs to win with 6 wickets in hand. Going to be very interesting to see how this one turns out. Now, bowling for the Scorpions so far, Marquino Minley 1 for 30. And Odin Smith is the man doing all the damage. 3 for 19 from 5 overs. So, yeah, that is pretty much it, my people. Tomorrow morning, I will definitely give you a video, you know, let you know how day 3 ended. But we're going to leave it right there. So, big up. Stay safe.